So welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and welcome to Falcons TV and Smash FM coverage here of the second of our doubleheader here between the Waverley Falcons and the Hume City Broncos. Will Taylor here in the commentary seat, of course, for Smash FM. And, of course, joining me in the commentary seat, of course, from Falcons TV, Andrew Seabrook. Very special. Good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Will, and thank you very much for coming along today to see this. It should be a cracker of a game, this one. I mean, this is two traditional rivals here. I've been involved with the Falcons now for the last 14 years, and in every year it's always been a neck-and-neck contest between the Hume City Broncos and the Waverley Falcons in the championship women's competition, or whatever it was going back those many years. It was Div 1 at one stage and so on, but certainly these two teams have had a traditional rivalry that's been absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely, and of course, it's a huge game, of course. Now, I know I did mention in the VYC men that it is the two best teams in the competition. The problem is, I forgot to say, Ringwood is actually on the top of the ladder, so Team 1 won't be too happy with me about that. But yes, Ringwood is on top. They are one game clear of the Hume City Broncos, who had a shock loss the last round before the Queen's birthday long weekend. Of course, Waverley coming off a win on the weekend after that weekend. Of course, losing two games to Ringwood and Hume City, both of them on the road and both of them in very close games as well. So and of course these two teams met only 2 rounds ago out at Broadmeadows, which Waverley had a chance of winning that game actually out at Broadmeadows, but couldn't get the job done. And Hume City came on top there, but this is here at the Falcons there, so it could all change again in today's game between the two teams, between Waverley and Hume City, the two top teams, two of the three top teams in the competition, sitting second and third, and looking set to a great matchup between these two teams. No doubt we'll see in the finals.
Yeah, certainly they'll make finals. At this stage, I don't think there's too much doubt about it. I think first through third is all pretty much sewn up, and so that'll be Ringwood, Waverley and Hume. In which order, who knows? Really the interest is going to be in who actually makes it into that fourth spot, because there's been some interesting results. McKinnon, you would think, is pretty much of a lock for getting in.
Yeah.
But Eltham, with that win last night, they're not far away. They're only 3 games behind McKinnon, so it's going to be very, very tight along the way. In fact, one apart from Ringwood, who are 2 games clear, the next 3 teams, Hume, Waverley, and McKinnon, are all sitting on 8 games each. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Bulleen still a chance, but of course losing to McKinnon the week before didn't help. But they smashed Melbourne, so they're back in it. They're 6-6. They're 3 games behind McKinnon. Unfortunately for Eltham, they actually lost to Ringwood. So they beat Hume City one week, then they came out at home and lost to Ringwood. So that didn't quite help their cause. So now it's back to that 3-game gap again. So you think if McKinnon's got to lose at least 3 games to really put a chance to their hopes there, but I highly doubt it. They can come back. But we're in the opening cap here. It is Ardosi taking on, I think that's Pineda, and we're underway here. Well, we were underway until the ball went out of bounds, and it is Hume City possession. Of course, Colleen Pineda, an absolute star for the Hume City Broncos, and she's automatically guarded by Tim Cunningham in the early stages. But here's started to get us underway. No good, and Cunningham couldn't keep it in play, and it'll go back to Hume City. So, interesting battle, of course. Cunningham and Ardosi taking on the likes of Pineda there as well. So it's all about trying to stop Colleen Pineda for the Hume City Broncos.
Yeah, she's been absolutely great pickup for them.
So Ardosi brings up the court here in the early stage here. Here's Higgs, Talia Higgs misses the layup, and here comes to Johnston. Back at, now here we go. This is Higgs. Back to Ardosey. Ardosey with a fadeaway jumper. Breaks it home. So Waverley off to a good start. 2-0 in that one. So here is Bennett. Brings it out now to Rice. Sarah Wright, of course, her sister actually gone back to Melbourne in Gemma Wright, of course, part of their championship team. Panetta.
Cunningham gets the steal.
So Cunningham with it now.
Settling it down, waiting for Ardosey to get into a position in the key.
So Talia Higgs. Great year for her too. Bruiser, of course, into the starting lineup. And Ardosey misses that one. Probably a little bit unlucky not to get a foul. But here they come in now. Sard drives to the basket on Johnston, no good. And Sard picks up another rebound and then threw it away. And it's a backcourt violation.
Yeah, it certainly is. Blues' interesting story there. She's spent a year at college, decided not to go back for the second year, and has moved basically straight out of the youth team into the champ women's team. And there's the foul.
So because
she's now getting, as you said, she's started the last few games because of the injury to Marley Hayes.
Of course, we'll talk about that a little bit in a moment as Cunningham banks home from an open 2, and the margin is back. Open 2. It's 4-0. Scoreboard here at Wave a little bit slow, but it's 4-0 in the early stage here. 4-0. Here is Bennett. Foul. We'll count it. It's 4-2 now. Yeah, and well, not a good start. Nearly share 4-2 is in favour of of Waverley. Bennett will go line, because she's been a revelation so far for this team so far as well. So let's see how she goes from the bonus. Nope, that was a true bricker. There was one, but Panetta passes back to Sard with the offensive rebound. So Sarah Wright, and then Panetta just go away an offensive foul. So that's probably a play that Waverley's been trying to focus in today's game, and she picks up the first foul. Now, of course, you mentioned before Marley Hayes is not playing this afternoon. I think she's the captain, isn't she? No, she's not the captain, is she?
No.
No, she's not. I didn't think she was.
Bridget Ardosey is the captain, as Talia Higgs doesn't convert, and then that was undisciplined play from Talia, getting the hands in there. She grabs the player and gives away a foul.
Now, of course, Talia is not playing because she's out with an injury, which she sustained, if I'm right, 3 weeks ago.
Marley, yes.
Marley, yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be back very soon. Of course, as we know, Andrea Can not playing. She's out injured and she's out for the season. Of course, which she injured in round 1 or 2 class against McKinnon. So, which is very disappointing for Andrea Can. She's a fantastic player, of course, coming across from Diamond Valley, if my memory serves me correct. As Panetta banks at home, and the margin is all tied at 4.
Now, I actually haven't seen Panetta play before. You've obviously seen her a few times.
No, I haven't actually.
I
haven't seen a Hume City team play yet, so I haven't seen Hume City in a long, long time actually, and. But I believe, according to Tim Mon, who obviously coached at Ringwood, she's a very versatile player. And as we mentioned, as we've seen already this season, she's a very good player. And I think a lot of people underestimate her ability coming to the season. And obviously, and especially the Hume City team altogether, obviously, unfortunately she's travelled, but... a lot of doubts going to the Hume City team, obviously, at the start of the season. Obviously, they're the defending champions, but obviously they've lost Froggy and obviously Sharon Milner as well, and a couple of the other players gone as well. So, and they've surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, they certainly have. They were expected to struggle a bit this year, but they don't look like they're struggling at all.
No, they're not.
And there's
Tilly
a travel.
Higgs has travelled as well, so early stages here. And
yeah, and we're just having a bit of trouble with our stats feed at the moment.
we'll bring it up as soon as possible. So 6-4 here, 5.5 to go here. And then a foul. Ooh, who's that on? That's on number 7? 8. No, 7 is.
Sarah Johnson.
What was that for?
There was an off-the-ball foul there.
Okay.
Holding.
Well, we've got our live stats back up and running. Here's the 2 on the way there by Gallagher, no good. And here comes Bruiser. Kicks it out now to Cunningham. Oh, shot was way off, but Panetta did well. And then an offensive foul right in front of us, and that is against Gallagher for running straight into
Sally Lang. So Sally Lang has come on to replace Dossi.
It's probably a good call at the moment. There's, we know that Dossi can pick up early fouls in many games, but Cunningham, well, who's going to stop her? 8-4, and good, of course, good sign early in the week as well, with Sally just fouled Romeo there, but good signs for Waverley early in the week with Elias, of course, the coach re-signing for next season. So is Tegan Cunningham.
Yeah, Tegan Cunningham has re-signed, and last night we had Ivan Platnik.
Yep.
Making his 250th appearance for the Falcons. That's in the senior program. Of course, he played for a season, 2 seasons in the junior program as well.
And of course, their team won by 45 points against Hawthorn. So at Hawthorn, so who are new to the competition. Promoted into championship, which is fantastic to see. A lot of, and then unfortunately Cunningham just giving away a foul there. So that is foul number 1. That's on her.
But it's the 5th team foul for the Falcons, so it puts the Hume City Broncos at the line, and it's Gemma Wright, isn't it?
Sarah.
Sarah Wright, sorry.
Of course, Gemma's actually gone to Melbourne. Gone back to Melbourne, which we know. The Dragons have been at Melbourne for the last couple of seasons, but earlier today in state champ women, Sherbrooke defeated Warrandyte by 8 points over in the mountains. So
that was a good result for Warrandyte to be so close there. And again, they've struggled having come up from Div 1, but the last few games have been quite promising for them. And yes, Mr. Nelson, that is a bit of a call out to you. You have been saying that they're going to come good eventually. So
no, they haven't yet. Well, I saw them against Diamond Valley at Diamond Valley about a month ago, and they were very good against Diamond Valley. They shut Cully Turner down in that game, but obviously now Diamond Valley not going that well at all. But as Panetta for 2, and that banks at home. So
that's tied the game. Tied the game 8-all. That was from a bit of loose play there from the Falcons.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. That was a 3, so it's 9-8 now. Hume City
9-8's gone up. So originally put up on the scoreboard for 2.
Oh.
And there's another foul.
Turnover.
Sarah Johnson.
And gives it to Sarah Wright. So, all of a sudden, Hume City getting a bit of a roll here.
Yeah, I can feel a timeout coming from Coach Elias Palianis, and there's a travel.
We call a timeout though?
And there's the timeout.
So, Elias will call a timeout here. But just going back to the Warrandyte situation, obviously I saw them against Diamond Valley, at Diamond Valley. Fantastic game. They won that game by 6 against Diamond. I thought they opened up because they took on Melbourne and Sherbrooke. After that, who I thought they were going to be winnable games for Warrandyte after being Diamond Valley, but they've lost 2 games against the 2 struggling teams in the competition. So And now it's going to make it a bit hard because I think they take on a couple of the top teams now. So
yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough when you're at the bottom of a league like that, and the morale is hard to keep up. And really, it's a learning thing. I know certainly we're struggling. My under-20s team is struggling in the same way in the VC competition. So you look for any kind of win, whether it's a defensive win, whether it's an offensive win, and even if you can just win a quarter or win a half, you look for all of those things, knowing that it's really a 2 to 3 year journey with most of these teams when they step up a grade like that.
Absolutely, and of course, first season in for Warrandyte, of course, the first team to go up to state champ women since Diamond Valley in 2008. So 6 years in the making for a team who did want to go up. Let's say we continue for, oh, what a 3 there by Sally Lang. And it's 11-9 off the pass to Team Cunningham. 11-9 Waverley. So that, I would say, Elias would be the, oh well, that was playing well deserved there. 11-9 in favour of Waverley. So, here's Lil Leafy. Up we go. Swings it up now. Scott in trouble. Back it out to Lil Leafy. Bakes a 3. And makes that response. And no, it's a 2. Sorry, I do apologise for the 2. So, it's 11 apiece. Oh, no, they did put it up. Score was messing me up there. So, I thought it was a 3. So, it's 12-11. Might have to go with my instincts next time. And it'll go in favour of Hume City. 12-11 there. 2:54 to go here. And there's Jacqueline Smith and Claire Lambie coming on the court. So 12-11 here in this early stage. The winner will be in second position. The loser will go back in that pack again. So,
and of course the danger here is with McKinnon also on the same number of win-losses.
And they won last night. They go up to 9 wins. They beat
we'll just go
Diamond Valley. They beat Diamond Valley by 16 last night. If my memory serves me correct, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, they beat Diamond Valley by 16.
Low scoring game though, 55-39.
So at the moment, McKinnon, I think they're in third at the moment because they're on 11 points with Waverley. And of course, if Waverley wins, they'll go back into. Of course, actually, if Hume City loses in that same matter, McKinnon will go to second position on the ladder. So this is one game that all these teams will either go to second or third on the ladder. And that banks at home there by
Smith.
By Jacqueline Smith. Margin is 13-14 in favour of Hume City. I know Bianca Wright, the coach of the McKinnon Cougars, have just turned up to the venue as well. So watching eagerly because her team is fighting for one of these 2 spots. And Scott banks at home just into Scott, who came from Ringwood a couple of seasons ago. As Claire Lambie's shot for 3 was way wide, and Panetta picks up the rebound. Sarah Wright to Scott. Scott passes to Lil Leafy. Oh, that is a fantastic basket by Mura Lil Leafy, and she'll go to the line for the bonus. And Andrew, for the Waverley Falcons, they're in a bit of strife here.
Yeah, they've got 7 fouls for the quarter at this point in time. So it's look, it's not disastrous at this stage, it's being so early in the game, but they do not want to let this lead blow out. It's out to 7 at the moment. As Nadine Youssef comes on, giving Talia Higgs a break.
I'm just wondering, was that decision to put Brizette Ardossi off the court a couple of minutes ago, was that the right decision? Because now Ardosi's now on the court, but when she wasn't on the court, Hume was just going the way that you should when you're a championship team, and Cunningham completely got shut down by Panetta, and then a jump ball, held ball goes to Hume City. So let's hope, and must say Panetta absolutely smothering Cunningham at the moment.
Yeah, it's a tough call. You need to. We don't know what's happening with Adossi. Could be that she's carrying a niggling injury, something like that. So.
That's the fourth. Oh no, it's the 15th foul.
Fifth now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've got a line here with 1:10 to go. Don't they need these shots?
So Yusuf coming straight on has picked up her first point.
And I think, I don't know if you agree with me, Andrew, with this, but Waverley need to get more scorers other than the big three in Team Cunningham, Breza Dosi, and Talia Higgs.
Higgs, yeah. Although Bluser has been scoring a lot in the last couple of games, as that ball is thrown out by Bennett.
But I think they need more scorers than just those three. Yeah,
they've got them. They've got them. I mean, there are plenty of people on the bench there that can score. As Cunningham Cunningham should have gone to the basket herself. She tried to get it to Ardrossi.
So 20,
sometimes playing the team, not playing selfish enough can go against you, but they have a pretty good understanding, these two players, and of course they're suiting up again for Dandenong.
Yeah.
In this season.
Oh,
and
you cannot leave her open. That was Rebecca Romeo, who can bank threes at any stage of the game. Oh, almost got the steal there by Romeo, but Cunningham made it in the right time there. Smith, shot clock is down to 11. We're down to 20, less than 20 seconds left. Ardosi, foul by Panetta, and that's her second. And warning just been called as well. So Panetta picks up foul number 2. And that's probably not the foul you want.
And a warning on Panetta as well. So she'll take a seat.
Now this is where Waverley should take advantage now, because depending if she comes on the court in the start of the second, if she doesn't, Ardosi misses the first. This is where Waverley should take advantage with Ardosi, no fouls, and Cunningham with just the one. And then banks it 1 or 2. It's 22-16.
Yeah. So that last 3 was obviously a 2.
So 22-16 now.
Bennett with the ball. She's
dribbling way too much, in my opinion. Leafy, got to go. Bennett, great defense. And that will do 22-16. Hume City in the lead. And what we'll do, we might take a commercial break and we'll come back after the break. Yes, welcome everyone back here to the Waverley Basketball Stadium. This is our second of our double header, and it is the Waverley Falcons trailing the Hume City Broncos 22-16. And let's have a look at the stats for this quarter at the moment. Fairly even across the board, to say the least, but there's one key stat that really stands out to me straight away. I don't know, you can see it as well, Andrew, and our viewers there. Rebounds, 10-4 in favour of Hume City.
Which is unusual when you consider the strength of the Falcons team inside. So with Sally Lang, Ardrossi and Cunningham, you would expect them to be picking up a few more rebounds than that. So that will be a bit of a concern there for the Falcons coach, Elias Palianis. Warren Taylor be very happy with the rebound count at this point in time as the girls come out and we're ready to go.
So Claire Lambie picks up the ball from Nadine Youssef. Cunningham back to Smith. Oh, well, it was a good pass, but unfortunately for Waverley, Sun picked it off. So here's a pass. Oh, great pass coming up here. Great shot there by Gallagher, and the margin now is out to 8 points. And then a foul.
Offensive, so that's another one on Cunningham.
So that's 2 on Cunningham now.
Yeah, and both have been offensive.
No, it's on Ardosi, apparently, according to the court announcer. So,
okay.
So I tell you what, that's the first on her.
Yeah.
So
not unusual for her to get offensive fouls though.
No, that's true. Oh, and then Youssef giving away a silly foul. So that's 2 quick fouls on Waverley.
Yeah, Elias not looking impressed at this point in time.
I can see him on the bench. No, he's
Good
not. Good
thing
thing
we haven't got the camera on him at the moment.
No.
Head in hands on that one.
Yes. Now this is exactly how they did it at Broadmeadows too. They gave away too many fouls early, and then they had to fight from behind. Now what's going on here? No.
One in too many. So
Okay.
Jackie Smith was inside, so it was a violation.
So Banks the first. This is Sarah Scott at the line. Just come on the court in the second quarter. 25-16, and I'm just having a look. Pineda is actually on the bench at the moment, so they're increasing the lead without Colleen Pineda, who, funny enough for Waverley, this is almost a bit of foul against Waverley. That's their third.
Yep, and that was Claire Lambie, 2 hands on the player, and as we saw in the previous game, the refs very quick on that. In fact, there was a offensive foul there. Ardrossi just looks down at the floor at
that is Jacinta Scott.
Jacinta Scott. Just, that's an evener, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, over the last week, the Referees Association did their review of the.
We'll count it.
He's going to count that one.
And it's Jacqueline Smith at the line.
And he's called it as a block.
Tell you what, that was lucky though, but
it was very close to being offensive there. In fact, the way in which he signalled it, I thought it was going to be straight.
I thought. Now what's going here? 6 seconds on the shot here.
No,
it was on number 6.
Just confirming with the score bench who drew that foul.
So Sarah Scott picks up foul number 1.
And there's a sub.
So Ardossi comes off. Now this is...
Yeah, I don't know because I haven't spoken to the coaching staff, but I would suspect that she's carrying a small injury, a niggling injury.
Smith banks the bonus, margin 7. So Bennett brings it up. Now it's probably a good choice with the fact that Penena has 2 as Bennett banks at home for Hume City back out to 8 now. But I think it's probably a good choice with the fact that Ardossi has only 1 foul. Penena has 2. She's off the bench at the moment. Oh, sorry, she's on the bench. So and Cunningham banks at 2. So I think Ellis is playing very, very well for Ardossi anyway. And a foul against Jacqueline Smith as Jacinta Scott. To tell you what, she's had a bit of bumps and bruises in this second quarter.
Yeah, that was a very heavy foul there from Jacqueline. She
got a feeling...
she closed out very, very hard and then realised she wasn't going to be able to stop in time, so she is protected herself. So
Timeout has been called, and it is for Waverley. So
and we might just run through the leading scorers there for you while this quick timeout. Oh, it looks like Jacinta has actually done some damage to either a knee or an ankle.
And we've seen that. We've already seen that today in the last game, which we saw Matt McCarthy out for today anyway. So, which is a major blow for Waverley. And
yeah, I spoke to him after the game. He was actually still in a lot of pain, but reasonably okay with it. So it'll depend how he comes back over the week. But you know, to my non-medical view, I would say that's a 2 or 3 week injury for him. So hopefully for Jacinta, it's not as serious as that. But Falcons have got it back to a 6-point gap.
Absolutely. Well,
and here we go. We've got the couple of the leaders there for you.
Absolutely, and of course Cunningham with 8 points for the Waverley Falcons, Milifi with 6 points for Hume City, and 5-2 really sad for the Hume City Broncos in the rebounding stakes. Back to this one though, and it's Hume City with the ball coming off the timeout from Waverley, they've used up all their timeouts. So here we go. And a foul on Waverley. I think this is on Cunningham. It is. That's her second. That's the first team, 15 foul? Yep. Yes, it is. So Panetta's on the court. She's going to the line. Now she's playing with 2 fouls as well.
Yeah, but it's a good time for her to come back on again with the Falcons in foul trouble here. She can be quite aggressive at the basket, and this could be very, very dangerous to the Falcons actually. Because we've got 8 minutes of the quarter to go,
and it's out to 8,
and they're in foul trouble. They've put Hume in the bonus.
So it's all about trying to use their fouls. Well, in other words, they've got to just not foul.
Oh, they can't. They can't afford to foul. As Panetta fouls.
So that's 3 on her. So this is probably exactly what Elias is probably wanting. Panetta now with 3.
Yeah, and she's leaving the court again. So Hume not wanting that to happen. Warren Taylor protecting his star player there.
If I was Warren Taylor right now, I probably won't put her on the court until probably about late in the third quarter at this stage. But anyway, this is where Waverley, and then Sard fouls as well. So that all of a sudden Hume City's picked up some early fouls. Yeah,
so we could, with 7:48 on the game clock, this could be a very long time. So how about all of those of you who are watching online or listening via Smash FM, put the kettle on because we settle back.
We're going to be having a long second quarter.
Yeah. And mine's a white tea, please.
Yes. Just like we bought enough. Had our little coffee ourselves actually. So I think we sort of figured this was going to happen. Tilly Higgs has missed both at the line.
Can't afford to do that. She has to hit at least one of the 2.
So all of a sudden, this could blow out.
Falcons need to score on every possession. Oh, great move from Hume. Unfortunately, it doesn't go. But look, there's a rebound through Luafi.
So here we go now. Right, brings it up.
Actually, sorry, that was Gallagher.
So right, Scott. She's already banked the 3 already, but she's missed that one. And here comes Smith. Now this is, as you mentioned, they've got to score. Both teams in the bonus. Higgs banks it home, so she makes up for the 2 missed free throws.
Fantastic assist there from Cunningham.
So margin is 6. Now, if I'm Waverley, I would completely bang on Cunningham right now, and that's a 2, and Cunningham's down 2. Hopefully she's okay. No. That's not good at all. She's okay. She's just.
No, she's not. She's gritting her teeth through it, but she's not looking.
No. Well, this is probably where...
And she's drawn a foul. So she's not 100%, but she's actually managed to draw the foul. That this is what, unfortunately, this is what as the star imports or the star players, this is what they're expected to do, is to play through these sort of knocks and injuries.
Well, she banks it first. She's a little groggy at the moment, King Cunningham.
I think she's probably picked up a corky there.
And Ardos is going to come on, I think, in place of Cunningham. I've got a feeling, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So Cunningham comes off with 2 fouls. But
6-point game.
Now Ardosi, she has 1, so this is probably a good chance with Panetta out on the court, and both teams in the bonus.
Yep.
So it's back to square one again for Hume City. They got to score now. Put the pressure on. She does. Venia Sad. And it is 8 points. So it is Talia Higgs to Smith. It's guarded by Wright. Smith swings it into Bruiser. And inboard now to Smith. Smith to the Higgs. Just made it there. And Higgs banks it home off. And it is back to 6 again. This is a cracking now. This is back to almost a level playing field again. 6-point game.
Again, Falcons need to stop.
Here's Gallagher.
They need to stop. And they've got one.
And they did. They
As
do.
Jackie Smith gets the ball down to Blueser. Blueser kicks it back to Smith. Smith's 3-pointer is good. It's a 3-point game, Will.
It is. It is a 3-point game. Pressure's on now. Timeout will be called for him if they don't make it 3. Well, as soon as I said it, they made it 3. So back out to... Oh, no, it's only a 2. 35.
Warren Taylor thinking
30.
that there was contact after the shot there. Well, there definitely was, but it was not a foul.
So 35-30. So
Balls into Ardrossi.
Oh, too easy.
Simple.
Timeout, Hume City. 32-35.
And that was called, we thought that was a 3-pointer, but it was called a 2. So it's a 3-point game again.
Waverley starting making inroads. Big news, of course, Panetta out with 3 fouls, and Jacinta Scott with the injury. We'll be back in a moment. Yes, welcome everyone back here to the Waverley Basketball Stadium with 5 minutes to go in this long second quarter. It's been so far. It is 3-point Hume City lead. And as I mentioned before the break, that Hume City with both teams in the bonus, but Panetta with 3 fouls, and Jacinta Scott will not be playing by the looks of it. She already has a street clothes on, so that means she's out with that ankle injury, which already...
Looks like a knee from where her ice pack is.
So, knee, yep. No, you're right there. As Hume City baits that home for 2. She's a key player too, Jacinta Scott, coming off the bench. But, so another blow there. Oh, say lane wide open. Cannot leave her open like that.
Great pass, though. Great looking pass there from Jackie Smith.
So all of a sudden it's back to 3 points again. So jump shot 2 for Sard, no good.
And there's the foul. So as Dossi gets the rebound, she also picks up a foul and she'll go to the line to potential to take this to a 1-point game with 4 minutes on the clock.
I'll tell you what, Andrew,
What a turnaround this would be if the Falcons can get this to even and then perhaps go into the half slightly ahead. This would be an enormous turnaround.
Let's see how Higgs goes. She banks the first, of course. She missed the 2 free throws about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, unusual for her. She's usually very reliable from the foul line.
And she makes no mistakes there. So margin is 1.
So
Can you believe it? It's a 1-point lead. After Waverley was in the bonus about 4 minutes ago. So here we go.
Great D there from Higgs.
Right, picks it up.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Leafy now.
Crowd
Jump
counting
shot
it
2.
down.
Misses.
She can't get it. There's another turnover and another foul.
Wow, it's all of a sudden, without Panera on the court, Hume is sort of self-destructing here.
Yeah, Lauren Bennett coming on to give Gallagher a break. Gallagher leaving the court on 3 fouls as well. So this is perhaps a real danger sign here for Hume City, that a couple of their key players are picking up fouls.
Talia Higgs again at the line. She's been... Well, at least she's getting some free throw shooting, Talia Higgs. She banks both, so...
And there it is.
4 from 6 at the line, and tell you what, everyone, Waverley's in front.
Yeah, it's only a point, but considering how far down they were at one stage, I think they got to, what, 7?
7, yeah, absolutely. And, of course, they were in the bonus too, so they haven't actually had a foul for about... I've got to feel I've just jinxed them now. So 5 minutes, that was 5 minutes, 5 minutes ago. Oh, well, Bennett has just said, hey, hang on. Let's talk about us now because we're back in front. So 2 points to margin, Hume City. Back up now. It is Smith driving, swings around. Oh, Bruiser probably should have gone to the basket, but Dosey, well, make sure that made it pay. It's 40 apiece.
Yeah, there were a couple of opportunities there for the shot.
So right, yeah, Leafy. Cunningham coming back on the court. Good signs for Waverley. After probably copping a little bit about a couple minutes ago.
Good work, and there's another. Oh, it's an offensive foul.
Oh, interesting call.
Elbows. No, look, that was going to be on.
So because that was
sometimes players, what they'll do is that they'll just wrap the ball up and pivot the top half of the body. Much better option to actually pivot on your back foot. So actually turn the whole body, don't throw the elbows.
So 40 apiece as Hume City takes their final timeout. 2:45 to go here, and I'm just going to quickly have a look at the leading scorers here. Still Cunningham with 10, and somehow sneaking out of nowhere is Rebecca Romeo with 9 points.
Yeah, certainly are, and again the rebounds going the Hume City way. Viv Sard's picked up 6 there.
I think she's only a forward. I'm just having a look at Sard. She's a forward, so she's a small forward, but she's picking up a heap of rebounds, and she's actually probably been 3 players all by herself in the rebounding stakes. So assist count at the moment, which is pretty even, of course. They're 4 to Bruiser, 3 to Gallagher. So in the assist count there, Cunningham with 10, so it's Talia Higgs, and 9 to Romeo.
Quite a good crowd in today. It's close on the 100 mark.
It is.
Which is excellent. Great support there from our juniors as well. There's a couple of the junior women's teams in the stadium. And of course we appreciate the support of our 16. I think they're the 16 fours, aren't you? 6s.
Oh, close. As Bennett misses a 3.
So the 16 6s are here to support us. They're looking after the court, and of course the pictures are coming to you from them today, as well as Blues' shot misses way off, yeah. But it's wrapped up and it'll be a Falcons ball.
Yes.
And with 2 minutes 19 on the game clock and 12 on the shot clock. And we've got a warning there.
It's actually a foul. I've got
a foul?
feeling. No, it's a warning.
No, warning.
No, it's a warning. That was on very side. I thought Waverley thought they were going to the line there. But so it's a warning on Vivian Sard, who's got a tough battle against Ardosi. Panetta's and it's interesting. Panetta's just come on the court.
Yeah, I guess the coach there has just got to trust that she can play on those 3 fouls. Again, at this level, most of the players can actually adjust their game so they don't foul again.
Ardosi not lucky not to get a foul there. But Bennett, I think Muralefi ran into it. Ran into it, so nothing wrong there.
Yeah, that was a Talia Higgs.
She has been outstanding this second quarter, Talia Higgs.
Yes, Ardosi would have been stiff to have picked up the foul
there.
True.
So Panetta.
Over the top of Cunningham, great basket.
So we're all tied again at 42. Now, if I was Waverley right now, I would absolutely bang to Ardosi because Panetta's guarding her at the moment. His bruise, no good. And Leafy picks up the rebound. Here they come, 3-on-1 break. Right. Ooh, yeah. I think all Johnson could have done is foul in that situation. So
that was Johnson. Sarah Johnson, 3-on-1.
That's probably all she probably could have done at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's probably not a bad. It was probably not a bad option. It slowed things down. Unfortunately, this lady at the line is usually very, very good from the line. So I've enjoyed watching her play over the last 5-6 years. She's come through the junior ranks originally at Melbourne. She and her sister deciding to move to Hume under Joe Borg, I think. So Joe, if you're watching, as I know you sometimes do, bit of a shout out to you.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, both of them were coached under Warren Taylor last year. Of course, one stayed and one decided to go back to Melbourne, I think.
Yeah.
My memory serves me correct. So Gemma playing for the Melbourne BYC team. And of course, Sarah's decided to stay at Hume City. Here is Dosi, no good. Panetta with the rebound.
Too big for Johnson there.
So here comes Wright. Bennett, who's been very good in this game. Leafy drives, fires, misses. Oh, late. But it was there. Fouls on Ardosi. That's foul number 2. And if mine, so.
Okay.
So Leafy, this should go back out to 4 now.
Well, she didn't argue with that one, so I think she happy that was there. So it's out to a 3-point lead. Can the Falcons? What's happening here?
Bit of decision making here for Cunningham and Panetta.
Bit of a chat there. There's a bit of, looks like a bit of niggle going between the two ladies.
Of course, both of them very good players, and Leafy's missed the second, so back to 3. This could be a 3. This could tie it up with Claire Lambie. No good.
But Johnson picks up the rebound.
I tell you, this
fantastic effort from her smaller player against 3 bigs. She picks up that rebound.
I tell you what, 12
seconds. 10. Cunningham asking for the screen. She's going to go herself. She drives, finds Lambie. Lambie's shot over the top.
And that would do, and Sarah Wright just turned it over anyway, but it doesn't matter. It is half time here. What an interesting first half it was. Waverley, Hume City in front, 45-42. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, with just under 2 minutes to go, we've got the players coming back on court and warming up, and we're just about ready to go here. Now, for those of you who are interested in the results of the championship men's game, which
second
is
our
going
doubleheader.
well, that's going on at MSAC at the moment, and with 7 minutes to go, the Falcons are up. And Andrew Gaze will not be a happy camper there. I saw him on Friday night out at Dandenong, and he was looking like he felt things were positive.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I just sort of waved on the way through. But unfortunately, it's a 40-point game.
Yep, 76-35 in that game. So 7:20 go final quarter there at the MSAC. 19 Chris Arkell, who's had a fantastic weekend. 19 points, 14 rebounds. And the Iron Destroyer, 16 points, 5 rebounds. And Callagher just got himself 13 points as well. So
and notice who's not on the list there. Sadell.
Yeah, Sadell threat. What's going on there?
Yeah, so he's obviously having a weekend off or a game off. He would tell you that his body's sort of, not what it was.
No.
I keep telling him he's malingering. He's a youngster.
I think he is. So, oh well,
Yeah.
let's. I don't think he actually didn't play last night either. So,
Yeah, I think he did.
did he?
Yeah, I thought he played last night, but
Well, there you go.
anyway, so
Also, I'm not paying attention to how they were playing. So, anyway, into this game now, 42-45 Hume City. And of course, keep this in mind. Cynthia Scott out of the game with an injury. Obviously, Panetta with 3 fouls and Gallagher with 3. And we're underway here in the third quarter. Sarah Wright, get us underway for the Hume City Broncos. So, this is Gallagher. Of course, she's playing with 3 fouls as well. Big key play there. Panetta, no good that time.
turnaround jumper.
And Dosey picks up the rebound. Talia Higgs on form for an MVP at the moment for the Waverley Falcons. Back out now to Dosey. Drives on side and banks it home. So, first blow.
Good use of the body there. She just was able to get Sard moving backwards, then pulled up.
So, Panetta tries again on the fade. No good that time again. And Dosey, another rebound.
The last 2 times Panetta's got the ball, the Falcons have actually double or triple teamed her. So maybe that's a tactic that Elias has identified they need to employ against her.
So swings it out now.
As
Into 2 on the way.
Johnson's left-hand layup doesn't go in and out. Great move, though, again over the top of Panetta. Panetta not wanting to foul.
So 1-point game. It is him sitting in front. Waverley with the first blow. Here's a 2 on the way. Foul will count it. And Talia Higgs with the foul. So all of a sudden that 1-point lead has been pushed out to 3.
That was a mistake actually from Cunningham. There was a good screen set and Cunningham didn't switch on the screen, which left the drive down the centre open. Higgs had to come off her player and defend.
So that is her second. And Gallagher bakes the bonus. So the margin is back to 4 again. So Waverley, after getting the first one, to get it back to 1. Hume City is back 3 of their own. So it's back to 4. Good game so far. No one wants to lose. Higgs misses the 3. But the rebound by Key Blueser, who's in the starting lineup this week.
Johnson to Higgs.
Last couple of weeks anyway. Here's Johnson for 3. No good.
Again, Panetta, it's out of... Oh, no, it's called a...
Foul. No, it's out.
Just
no,
out.
I think it's out, yep.
If you notice those last 2 passages of play, Panetta has been staying well away from contact. So this is something that the Falcons can take advantage of.
So 48-44 in favour of Hume City. On the road. Last time they two met, Hume City won at Broadmeadows. But can they do it on the road against Waverley, one of the top teams? They're down to 1 second. Bennett for 2, no good. Rebound, and Gallagher has picked up foul number 4.
Yeah. And that was rather an undisciplined attempt. Higgs had managed to box out, and she just swiped across the arms there.
So Gallagher on the bench. So 48-44. Cunningham back out now. Swings it across now. Oh,
clever move there from. Oops.
And
clever
Argosy
move
misses.
from Blues are there. Yeah. Unfortunately, doesn't come off for the Falcons.
So Sarah Wright, when she's on, Sarah Wright, she is on.
And the scary thing about her is that she's only 19.
And guess what? She's got a 3.
In fact, there was a Red Gum song about that, only 19.
She's a very good player. She's represented the state team many years in the juniors side of things, playing when she played at Melbourne. And obviously won a championship for Hume City in that fantastic championship year, which that was defying all the odds against Ringwood that year. And Panetta will go to line.
Yeah.
And it's on Johnston.
Yeah, so Johnson will actually be in foul trouble here. I suspect that she'll go off. That's either a third or fourth. Third, I think.
Third, yep. But to be honest, Waverley didn't switch, and Johnson's found herself.
No, she's still on.
But I've got a feeling that they didn't.
She's off.
Yeah. And I think the problem was that Waverley didn't switch, and Johnson found herself guarding Panetta, and there was nothing much you could do about it when Panetta was right down the post. And banks that for both free throws, and all of a sudden, it's back out to 9 after Waverley cut it back to 1 in the first minute. So...
Drossi driving.
And they lost it.
But Cunningham gets the ball back, and 2 points.
No offensive foul. No, basket will not count. And I think that's on Ardosi. It is. So bad mistake there for Waverley, because that would have cut it back to 9, because Ardosi got the offensive foul, which is a third. The basket doesn't count, and that could cost at Waverley.
Warren Taylor wanting to keep away from the ref.
Yes, because he knows that...
A little bit of sidestepping there.
Down the... And that will be on... Oh, Hume City ball.
Yeah, it's just come off Jackie Smith's hands. And what's going on?
Warning on Ardosi.
That's interesting, because she was just really...
Oh, now that's a foul. No, it's a warning against... Oh, tech foul. Tech foul on Ardosi. That's her 4th. I don't think she had a case to answer, though. That was the thing.
Well...
Because I
don't know what she said. She must have... yeah, well, we can't hear. We can't hear from here what had gone on. But
anyway, this would be a real cost.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, we've now Ardosi with 4 personals.
Yeah.
And Panetta's still on the court with 3.
Yeah.
This is, and Sarah Wright is very good from the free throw line. She does not make any mistakes there. And 11 points now. And Andrew, I've got a feeling if Hume City blows it out another, if they make the net shot here, I've got a feeling Alias will be calling a timeout. If he's not doing it already.
Yeah,
just lucky that time, so they got to cut this margin back. Now with Ardosi gone, so Hume City could really put the game away. Smith with 3, no good. Talia Higgs, really offensive rebound. Lamby, right, almost stolen away from Smith. Smith gets it back, drives in, banks it home. Great play by Jacqueline Smith. So margin back to 9 all of a sudden.
Great D from the 2 smaller players in Higgs and Landby.
And Higgs will be called.
Is fouled.
Hicks picks up foul number 3.
And this is now danger time.
And that's
Falcons,
foul number 5
yeah.
again.
So they're in foul trouble.
And I think the thing is what Hume City is very good at, which also Timon mentioned when I was out there against Waverley, was when I broadcast the game out at Ringwood against Waverley, was that Hume City are very good in causing a lot of fouls early for the opposition, which causing foul problems, which will make them pay on the free throws.
Now, this is the lady that needs to get really hot for Waverley, and that's Claire Landby. She's had 3 attempts now, 4 attempts at the shots and not scored.
Saz missed an air ball there, way off. And here comes Cunningham. Gives it across now, and that's another turnover for Waverley. And I've got a feeling Elias will be calling a timeout while his team's on defence. He is. It's called a timeout.
And what we'll do is we'll just go and have a look at some of the summary on this. We'll try and get that up very quickly for you.
But while we wait for that,
we're in trouble.
Not yet.
So
but while we wait for that, though, Andrew, Waverley just got to stay in this now because with Ardosi with 4, they've already been caught for a foul already. So yeah, they've just got to get going. So what would Elias be saying to his players at the moment? He's talking the ref, but what would he be saying to his players right now?
Well, for a start, he'd be saying don't foul. I mean, look, they're in, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, they've got Hume had 1 foul against them. They've gone from a situation where they were 1 point down. Panetta was in foul trouble. She was obviously not wanting to
foul again.
And they just needed to play smart, drive at her, draw the fouls, get her off the court. They've already got 2 others off. Well, Jacinta Scott, unfortunately, with an injury, but Gallagher with 4 fouls as well. So they had a situation there where they could have really nailed the Hume bench, but it's now turned around the other way, and it's just been some poor, undisciplined play there.
And just having a look at the key stat as well. That 3-pointers, 4 from 10 for Hume City, 2 from 11 from Waverley. So that's the key stat that I can see clear straight away. So in this game so far. Yeah,
but look at the fouls though. Look at the fouls, and
you've got 20-15.
As Bennett hits a 3.
5 from 11 from downtown for Hume City.
And look, much as I would love to call it in Waverley's favour, I'm calling it for Hume even at this stage. I'm sorry, but
it's a long way back, isn't it?
It is
against a good
huge
team.
way.
Cunningham says, well, hopefully we'll prove you wrong, Andrew. It's 12 points to margin, 60-48, 4:11 to go.
And the thing is that the girls will most of them will go and look at this tape afterwards. So ladies, I'm sorry, but I have called it early.
So here we go, that's a foul, and I tell you what, that's another 3-point play coming up for the Hume City Broncos. Bennett is being on fire. She has scored the last 5 points and a possible last 6 points coming up, with Melanie Ioannidis about to come back on the court for the Waverley Falcons, coming off with Jacqueline Smith. Tell you what,
and the fact that Jacqueline's on 3 fouls is the reason for that change.
And Cunningham stepped out of court. So 4 minutes to go. If this goes to 16, I've got a feeling that I think you called it early, Andrew, but I think you might be right. That if this blows out any further than this, it's very hard to see Waverley come back, even though Waverley is a very good team. But it's hard to see it come back against the defending champs. Foul's been called. Assess on number 10, that's Bennett.
Look, there are 3 players there, and Ioannidis, Lambie and Higgs, that can hit from outside, as we know Cunningham can also do. So you know, I think Ellis is rolling the dice a bit, and he's sort of saying, let's try and get them in there and get them free. And there was a good example, except Higgs didn't manage to get there. Great hustle from Landby, though. Almost secures the ball. Instead, it's rolled out, and Bennett will inbound it to right.
Now, question I would like to ask you, Andrew, that Waverley has lost 3 games this year. Lose number 4, but those 3 losses, the last 3 losses they had was against Ringwood on the road, which they blew a 4-point lead when Amber Heggie was in foul problems. Lost it by 20. They lost to Hume City, which they had that game in the bag at Broadmeadows, and now they're going to lose here as well against Hume City. They haven't won a game against the top 2 teams, which is a bit of a concern, I would say, for Elias and the team.
I think it's a mindset thing more than anything else. I don't think it's an issue of talent or. I mean, I see them every now and then at training, and they are working extremely hard. And I know that certainly Cunningham.
Oh, bit lucky there by Cunningham.
Cunningham and Ardossi are really, really wanting to take that step of being the leaders in the team, something that they tend not to be in their WNBL.
And Higgs has got the foul, will count it. And Sarah Wright will cause the foul. And that's only her first anyway, so I don't think she'll complain about that too much.
No, so, and you can see there on screen, you can see how Cunningham, after every stoppage, is getting the younger girls in together. She's marshalling them, encouraging them. So there's no lack of motivation there, and I think it's just needing to get everybody to.
So misses the free throw.
Be in the right headset early in the game.
So 16-point game. Panetta still on the court, playing a fantastic game so far. Under duress anyway. Heath Bennett misses that time off the glass.
Great work there from Sally Lang. She just managed to get her body in the right position, tapped the ball down. Oh, that's too early on that shot there from Sarah Johnson.
And then turns it over.
Yeah. Hey, that's something you don't like to see juniors doing. Don't pass across split line. Pass away from split line.
So here we go. This could really get out of hand now if they're not cautious. Here, Panetta. And Cunningham's picked up foul number 3.
Yeah.
Very unlucky, but and then just got pinned for tech. So who was it on? No, I got a feeling it was on someone on the bench. So Cunningham picks up a foul, and then someone got pinned on the bench. So Panetta line, banks 1. Can't be on Cunningham because that would have been foul number 4 on her, but
5 would have.
no, she was on 2 before then, so that would have been foul number 4. She got pinned for a tech.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone on the bench said a couple too many words there, and then unfortunately got pinned for a bench. And tell you what, Panetta rarely misses those ones. I think she only missed 1 of those, so that's that's 3 from forward line.
So Falcons back into a zone.
I think it's all about pride now. I've got a feeling for Waverley. Yeah. It's all about reducing this gap. Obviously, they're not going to get him sit on head-to-head, and obviously they can't get Ringwood on Panetta. What can you say? It is 22 points. Waverley, Panetta with 3. Now, of course, to be on a head-to-head, Waverley can't get Ring on a head-to-head, and Waverley can't get Hume City on head-to-head. No. So I think they might have head-to-head on McKinnon at the moment. I know they played 2. I know McKinnon's 1-1 and Waverley's 1-1. So I think it's and
Cunningham.
So I think all they're trying to fight for now is trying to stay off fourth at the moment, which is McKinnon at the moment holding that fourth position. But of course, with the loss today and of course McKinnon winning, Waverley slips to fourth.
Yeah.
So, and of course McKinnon and Waverley do play again for the final head-to-head in round 17.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure they do.
Could be.
It's in McKinnon, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're 1-1 at the moment because they
both split.
Yeah.
So I'll have a look for you in a minute. But as Hume City with the ball, of course Hume City's got a big road ahead, and it's a travel.
Good D from Sarah Johnson there.
And Sarah Scott has done a travel. Of course, next week, we'll just have a look at next week's game in state champ win for both these teams. But it's UC with it now. Waverley will take on Sherbrooke over in the mountains on Saturday. And then they take on Melbourne. So 2 winnable games for Waverley. And they back it home there.
Gets the basket.
And Hume City will take on the Boomers, which is the last roll of the dice for the Bulleen Boomers in the hopes for finals. There, so... But as we slowly get underway here, up we go here. Swings now right into Moonleafy. 4.4 seconds. Misses that time, and Cunningham decides... Oh, prayer, no good. So, 3-quarter time here, and what a huge quarter by the Hume City Broncos. 72-55 here at 3-quarter time.
And I think we'll just run through some of the key stats there before we go off to a very quick break. Straight
away, there's a couple of stats really stand out after Hume City. It was pretty even, most of them at half time. Field goal percentage now has gone back up. Hume City's win that now. 3-pointers, 6 from 12 from downtown for Hume City. Waverley 2 from 12 at the moment in that stack. Turnovers fairly even. Fouls 22-18 in favour of Waverley. Assists 13-8 in favour of Hume City. So pretty much everything's pretty even at this stage.
Look, it's the irony there. The irony there is that it's a one made basket difference between Waverley and Hume. But
free throws. I've got to look at the free throws.
No, well, you have to look at the 3-pointers and the free throws, and that's where the difference is. So Waverley's hit 2 out of 12 from outside, as opposed to 6 out of 12, 50% from Hume City. So there's 6 points that the Falcons have given away straight away there, and then you look at the free throws, and you realise that they've sent the Broncos to the line 28 times.
Waverley went to the line 2 times in that third quarter.
I should say it's actually only half of that, isn't it? 13 times they've sent them, but they've scored, and they're scoring at just under 80%, so 22 out of 28.
Correct. Now just have a look at Waverley's next couple of weeks. They do not play McKinnon again, but they've lost their head-to-head to McKinnon, so by 4. They split the 2 games, but they don't have the head-to-head on McKinnon. They don't have head-to-head to Ringwood, and they don't have head-to-head to Hume City. And they play Ringwood here on Sunday the 29th of June at the end of the month. So it's a tough road too, because they've got Sherbrooke, Melbourne, Ringwood, Warrandyte, Eltham, Bulleen. So, and they finished the last 2 games on the road. So that's what Waverley's got.
Yeah, so Sally Lang not able to hit that shot.
So Hume City with the ball, leading by 17. The game is
Bennett into...
Getting a bit of a lull here. Gallagher, no good, because Gallagher's playing with 4. Ardosi playing with 4. Of course, Ardosi's on the bench. And a trail for Udine Yusuf. Now, if I was Hume City right now, I probably would play Panetta for another at least 3 more minutes and then take her off.
Yeah, look, particularly with Ardosi off the court, I think they can
And they've got a sizable lead too.
Yeah, they can afford to leave her out. And it's certainly they've been able to shut down the Waverley crowd. The crowd has not got into this game
At all.
No.
Or rarely anyway. So that's, we mentioned Waverley. Of course, Hume City's one coming up. They got Bulleen. We've got a couple of home games. Cunningham banks the basket and the foul. And Panetta picks up foul number 4. Well, I don't really think it'll matter anyway. I've got a feeling but Hume City's draw coming up. They've got Bulleen, Warrandyte, Diamond Valley, Sherbrooke, Melbourne. Then the last 2 games are on the road. Have a guess who to, though?
Who?
Ringwood and McKinnon.
Oh.
In the last 2 games of the season.
That's Hume City, yeah.
That's Hume City.
So they've got a really tough finish. So
they've got to win. They've got to win. They've got to be at least ahead of Ringwood and McKinnon by the time it gets to those games. And they're both on the road, so which they haven't had, well, they've done better against McKinnon, but they haven't gone that well against, and they've actually already been Ringwood. So they've beaten those 2 teams already. So here's a 3. No good by Lang. And Cunningham has picked up foul number 4. Now, if I was Elias as well, I would say I would put Cunningham off the court as well.
No, I think he's going to have to play Cunningham at this point in time. If she fouls, she fouls.
So both coaches have gone with Pitton, it's a foul on Lang. But both coaches decided to put the 2 star players in still on the court, because Panetta for Hume City, Cunningham for Waverley. They're both playing with 4, and they're both matching up against each other. So who will foul first? Who's going to foul out first?
Well,
that's the question. Because both coaches are going to just leave them out there.
Yeah.
Until one of them fouls out.
Oh, Sally Lang trying to get the ball into Melan, and it is just misses that pass. Oh, great D from Higgs. However, she got off the ground there. Oh, hasn't hurt it. Panetta's picked up the rebound. She's spinning. Oh, the smallest player on the court manages to get a block on that pass.
And Cunningham couldn't bank it home on the other end. Higgs misses that one.
And there's Cunningham with the ball. She's going to spin. She's going to go herself. It doesn't go. There's Bennett and
jump ball.
Higgs. It's a jump ball. It's a Hume ball. Now that's much better hustle there from the Falcons. Where did that intensity come from?
I was going to say, where was that in the 3rd quarter?
Exactly. And we'll have a very, very short break, and we'll be back. Well, we hope you're enjoying this broadcast, co-broadcast. What do you call them?
Simulcast.
Simulcast, that's the word there. So this game between Waverley and Hume City coming to you from Falcons TV and Smash FM. And well, the leaders at the moment.
Cunningham with 20 points, 11 rebounds. Lean all comes from Waverley. And Colleen Panetta sneaking under the radar there, of course, 18 points, of course, and 6 rebounds. Started with 8 rebounds. Here's to Panetta. Well, she's made it 20 now, so 20 points for Panetta, 20 to Cunningham, both with the same fouls. So this will be right down to the wire in regards to those 2. Here is Melianides with 3, way off, out it goes.
And she's out there. She's out there to hit those 3. She has to hit them. And
she's coming off.
She's coming off.
As a result. And Leafy comes on. She has 11 points in the game. So here we go. Margin now is 16 points. Waverley just got to cut this margin to a sizable lead. Or a sizable margin anyway. Here is Sarden. Oh, sorry, that was Gallagher. She banks it home. So margin 18. She's playing with 4. Panetta with 4. Cunningham with 4. Dosey with 4. Turns it over here. Smith to... Here's Malefi to Wright. Wright's been a killer in this game so far as well. 9 points for hers for Sarah Wright. Guarded by Bruiser.
Yeah, just watch Gallagher too. She just clutched at her knee there last play.
Gallagher and Cunningham. Wright. Here's Malefi for 3. Nope. And Gallagher's kept it in. Great play by Gallagher. No boxing out there on her. And there in Wright with a reset shot clock. So Bennett on Bruiser. Cunningham almost scripted away. Panetta to Gallagher. Blocked by Higgs. And it's a great play by Higgs. Out it goes, and it'll go to Waverley.
Gallagher touched the ball and stepped out of court.
So that's the stop Waverley needed. Well, the equation is simply this for Waverley. They need to get 10 consecutive shots in the next 5 minutes. 10 unanswered shots to win this. And
they're not going to get it that way.
No. They're bombing 3s early in the shot clock too. So, Wright gives across now to Bennett.
Sally Lang.
And that is foul number 3.
Yeah, she was just beaten by a more agile player, and the arm came down. That was very obviously a foul. So she takes a break, and replacing her, well, they're not going bigger, they're going smaller. It's Claire Lanby. So again, Elias is really looking for those 3-point shots. So expect this to happen. Expect...
Bennett's missed the free throw. I think for Elias, pretty much, I think he's pretty much going for broke. Let's face it, he's going for broke. So... And but there's a glimmer of hope there because Bennett's missed both, which she rarely misses. Higgs.
Oh, and a travel from Cunningham, but she knew it. She knew it.
So already winners this round in state champ women. McKinnon defeated Don Valley by 16 to move into 3rd position. Bull Lane defeated Melbourne by 39. Ringwood ended Eltham's hopes of finals by winning by 19 at Eltham's home court, and Sherbrooke defeated Warrandyte by 8. And of course in this game it is a 18-point Team City lead as Cunningham picks that off. Down the other end, Breeze. Oh!
And Blues been able to kick the ball back into Sarah Wright. Sarah making a bit of contact with the wall.
Timeout has been called. Timeout Waverley. What? Obviously, you're a coach. What would, if you were Elias right now, what would you be saying to the players right now with 4:41 to go in the last quarter, down by 18?
Well, I'd be saying drive in, dish out. I'd be looking to drive basket to try and draw a foul. Get particularly against Gallagher. She's on 4 against Planeta, who's on 4. Be driving in there. I'll be kicking out to the 3-point shooters. The problem is that last few times they've had the shots up, and Sally Lang's had a couple of good looks. They haven't gone in. But there's been nobody from the Falcons in contesting the offensive board. So he's put a very small team out there at the moment.
Cunningham's the only tall, which is playing in his centre position. And you're right, everyone else is in the a small forward, or would normally be playing small forward or guard.
Yep.
So it's Boozer to put it back in as we come out of the timeout. As you can see, the ladders, the leaders at the moment. And it's Talia Higgs, base to 2. Margin 16 as we come back into play here. 16-point game.
And we missed that on the
Yes.
on the shot. Unfortunately, I apologise for that.
And the foul has been called. Who's it against? It's on number 7. That is Sarah Wright. Picks up foul number 2. That's the second team foul on Hume City. So, well, there's still a glimmer of hope. 16 points the margin. They've just got to make their shots. Simple as that. Smith.
And there's again been a foul called, and this time it might be against Wright again. Yes, it is.
That's foul number 3 on her.
Okay, so
that's the 13th foul on the Broncos.
they have to get them into foul trouble, and they have to get their stars off the court.
Oh, Higgs.
There's
and that's
2
one
points.
player, and that's one player you don't want to explode. Talia Higgs.
Okay, 16 points with 4 minutes to go. Great defense there from the Falcons, and what's happened here?
Oh, I got a feeling he's got pinged with a foul.
It's 8.
Yep. Timeout, Hume City.
And that is against Higgs.
So that's foul number 4 on her. So as you thought that one of the Waverley Falcons players was about to explode in all of a sudden they're in foul problems.
Yeah.
So 76-62 at this stage. Of course, nothing much changed. Of course, it's a 14-point game. 76-62, Waverley in the lead. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. Hume City's in the lead. So, of course...
and we'll get you the stats in a second.
It's interesting to see how this game's panned out there. And, at the moment, 20 points to Cunningham, Talia Higgs with 18, 10 to Smith, in not one, Hume City, 20 to Panetta, 12 to Bennett, 11 to Lalefi coming off the bench.
Yeah, 9 to Romeo too. So point spread has just been that little bit better from Hume.
As we are...
And again, if you look at the rebounds, there are
11.
all of their starters are significantly there with the rebounds, whereas with
it's all over the place.
Yeah.
So, and a turnover here, no, it's a Hume City ball. Having a look at some other stats here, free throws still as it was at three-quarter time, so, but a lot better in the field free throws for Waverley. So back to this one though, it is a 14-point lead. Waverley just need a couple more stops, and then it makes it a little interesting. Right for 3.
Doesn't go. Cunningham with the rebound.
Now they've got to
now
score.
They're running in lanes. They have to run there. They need to be cutting through.
Here's 3 for Bruiser. Got it! It's now 11. Has Hume City relaxed a bit? It's now 3:30 to go. It's an 11-point game. It was 20 a minute ago. A couple minutes ago, actually. So now it's out to 11. Now, they've got to make another stop. No fouls.
8 seconds. 6.
Here's Panetta.
Oh, and the
Lambie.
smallest player, Lambie, gets.
Now they've got to convert. And
there's a block.
Basket will not count. Wright picks up foul number 4. Well, you called it earlier, Andrew, but they're coming back with a bit of fire here, the Falcons.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. I will be very, very happy to be proved wrong. Very happy.
So, both teams in the bonus. 11-point game. They need another 3. Smith steps back. No good. And Panetta
Higgs does
out
not
anything.
want a foul though. She's been quite outstanding. There's a foul. Oh no.
Sad. No. Cunningham, he's got to avoid not getting fouls. Here's Bruiser for 3. Air ball. So now they've just gone
Panetta
broke.
did enough on that to. Oh, and the foul from
Who's on it?
Higgs.
Is it Higgs?
Yeah, I think it's Higgs.
It is.
And that's her 5th.
It is. I tell you what, if I was Claire Lambie, I would put my hand straight up. But anyway, it's fouled out. She had 18 points.
Yeah, well, she perhaps could have put her hand up, but I don't think the refs would have changed their mind. He was standing right on that foul.
Very
Had
true.
good vision of it.
So 12 points the margin. Talking about good vision, we've got some good vision from our fantastic cameraman here.
Yeah.
From the 16-6 Falcons team.
Yeah, young Geordie.
And a foul's been called against Hume City. It's on side.
And so Melon Anidis comes to the line.
And then now they've got to bank free throws now, and they've got to get within reach. Safe to say, Andrew, we could be in for the last long 24 minutes to go.
As long as the Falcons are the ones at the line.
Banks the first. Melanides. Was coming back from an injury of herself, actually. So she banks both free throws. They can't decide who's putting the ball back in. Full court press. And now they're gambling all over the defense here. Panetta.
Oh,
foul
Jack Smith.
And that's not the person to put at the free throw line.
No, and it's not the sort of foul that you like seeing.
And Smith is out of the game as well. She has 5.
Yeah.
She's out.
Which brings Michaela Miller onto the court. Now Michaela is plays in the youth team, yeah.
How did she go last night?
Extremely well. She didn't shoot as well as Friday night. Friday night she scored over 20 points in the under-20 VC.
So the margin now is 13. So they've pretty much almost got their previous youth team out there. Miller, back to Lambie. Cunningham's the only one on the court at the moment, and she's done pretty well considering she's playing with 4.
And there's the foul.
And
Oh, nice travel.
So,
yeah, so it is. It is a youth league team plus Cunningham.
so
Every one of these girls could still play youth league.
correct. So
Will do.
and they're gambling all over defense here. Sard couldn't convert. Panetta couldn't hit the ball. I tell you what, and I think Cunningham knows it. Cunningham knew it though. She's out of the game. Oh no, it's not.
It's not against her. And
she knew it. She thought, oh, I'm out of the game.
Yeah.
Timeout for Hume City. I think she thought, oh, great, I'm out of the game. Oh,
Absolutely.
and then she looked at the referee thinking, oh, hang on, that wasn't on me.
Right. So what we might do is just perhaps run through some of the other games that are going on for those of you who are interested. Over in, let's see. Let's start with the
BYCM?
Yep. So YCM, of course, the Waverley Falcons down the Hawthorn Magic 70-60. But look at that. Look at the Nunawading Spectres getting up 30. Yeah, 27 points over the Frankston.
And just remember, they played Sherbrooke over in the mountains and won that game the previous night by 16. So Nunawading is going to make some impact, and Frankston looking shaky at the moment. They've lost their last couple of games after only scraping over line against Geelong.
Yeah, Nick Ross, the ex-Falcons player.
How did he go?
Playing for...
in the starting lineup?
Starting in the lineup. And look, 19 points from Nick. He's had a fantastic couple of years, actually, since he moved from the Falcons to Bulleen, and perhaps didn't do as well at Bulleen as he'd hoped, but now as a senior under 23, he's come into his own at Nunawading there. He's certainly doing an extremely good job. 55%
from the field, 67 from downtown. 19 points he scored in that game.
Yeah.
As Panetta banks the first.
So back with
Panetta at the line.
Action. Jack Gaze in that game against Nunawading picking up 17 points as Panetta gets the second.
So Frankston in a bit of strife in VYC, man. Even though they're
offensive.
Who's that on? Is that on Cunningham? Who's it is? She's out of the game. Yep, she's out of the game with 5. But Cunningham not looking good.
Now, wasn't actually watching there. I was attending to some other things. Did not see what happened. Perhaps you...
Yeah, didn't see it either because the ball was down the other end, down this side of the court. So, so Waverley all of a sudden have 3 players out. Well, technically 4 players out for the fact that Aradosi has not played in the whole last quarter after being got a tech midway through the third. So,
no, look, the way that Ellie's been playing her, I'd suggest that she's got a slight injury there that they're just being careful of.
So here's Lambie for 3. Couldn't hit it.
No.
And then,
but she's such a tough player, Claire Lambie. I mean, look, this season she has not shot as well as we know she's capable of. But
Pinez missed it.
She hustles so much, and
then they just turned it over Waverley.
And believe me, you don't want to be in front of her when she's going to the basket.
Nope.
She is very, very strong.
Because, let's just hope. I know she'll be. Don't be surprised if Claire Lambie be. Obviously, Waverley's going to make the finals, but don't be surprised she might be one of those players that flies under the radar in the finals. So, as they missed that one, Hume City.
Yeah, she's due a bit breakout. She is due a breakout.
Missed there for right.
And there's Nadine Youssef. She's got the ball. She's got Blueser on the outside. She pulls up, gets Blueser. Ioannidis out to Youssef. Back out to Blueser in the corner. Into Youssef. Youssef will look for the basket. In and out. There's Michaela Miller out to Ioannidis. And the ball bobbles out. Too tall. Too tall.
And too strong for the Hume City Broncos. Hume City 82 defeated Waverley 67. And that's a huge statement for the Hume City Broncos. They are now in 2 games clear in second position. Ringwood a game clear of them. So, Andrew, safe to say, the top 2 are done.
Yeah, I think so.
No doubt about it. Ringwood in first. Unless there's a disaster from those 2 teams in the last couple of rounds, I cannot see Hume City or Ringwood letting go of the top 2 spot anytime soon. Waverley got a bit of work to do now because they've slipped back to 4th position after McKinnon winning.
Yeah.
And obviously Waverley losing, and of course keep this in mind. Waverley has not had the head-to-head on either McKinnon, Ringwood, or Hume City.
And again, look at that. Look at those stats there. You see there that the shooting percentages are almost identical. The number of shots gone up almost identical, but it's the outside and the free throws that have made all the difference. And again, those 5 extra fouls on Waverley at crucial moments of the game, on crucial players too, have made the difference there. Thank you very much to Geordie and the other 16 Sixers for helping out. We'll be back next week with another couple of games from the Falcons' Nest. Thanks to Will Taylor from Smash FM.
No problem.
And we'll see you next week.